Hello guys and welcome to this video where this is directed to all the new Isaac players, since recently this game just hit a total player count of 150,000 people, which is the highest it has been ever. And this video is made for the new players to show them how to play the game and the basics of the game, basically. So this is gonna be somewhat like your first ever Isaac run. Obviously, on your first ever Isaac run, you cannot have mods on if you are on PC. On console, there are no mods, so that shouldn't be a problem. So your first ever Isaac run, you're overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, what's the main objective of this game? The objective of this game is to complete the entire floor. So you have different rooms throughout the entire floor, and there are different floors throughout the entire run. Now, whenever you enter a floor, you can find various type of enemies which are different one another, deal different damage, do different stuff, have different HP. And the more you go down into the basement, the more HP the enemies are gonna have. At first, you will be taking damage, you won't know what to do. And it's gonna be overwhelming because you have no clue what to do. And you have no clue what you just died to. So let's start by talking about rooms. Now, rooms are very different, okay, and they're all randomly then generated. So you have a random pattern for the room with random tiles and random enemies. Most rooms kind of repeat themselves, and you can really kind of tell once you start playing more and more runs. And there are special rooms. Now, obviously, special rooms don't have a normal door like the one I'm standing in front of, but have a different door like this one. This one is the treasure room. Treasure rooms have pedestal items in them, which could be active or passive. Passive items means the random or the items set perk is going to be always on. You won't need to activate it. Then you have the shop, which is this room right here with the coin on top. And here you're just gonna be able to buy stuff, buy items, which could be good or could be bad. For example, this item right here, which costs 10 cents, is very bad. So I won't buy it, also because I don't have any money on me. Now this is the boss room. This is the first boss I'm gonna encounter on this file. Now, different boss are gonna have different attacks and they're gonna be very different one another. It really depends on the boss, and some boss are very easy and some boss are very hard. Now, whenever you defeat a boss, he's gonna drop a pedestal item, but they're gonna drop items, and this is specifically from the boss item pool. Different rooms have different item pools. For example, this normal room, if you manage to find an item somehow, you have the normal item pool, which is the items you will find in these rooms. Then there's the treasure room pool, which is the item pool with the most items in it. Then there's the devil, the angel, the secret room, the shop item pools, which are all different. Some of them have the same items, some of them don't, but generally all the items in different pools are unique. And the treasure room is the one that has the most items. This room right here is the sac room, the sacrifice room. Whenever you enter it, you will find some spikes in the middle of the room, only one tile of spikes. And whenever you hit those spikes, you will sacrifice one heart in exchange for items, maybe, or for pickups, maybe. Because in the sacrifice room, there is a percentage whether you get a pickup or not. As you can see, this is the layer, just one tile of spikes and the rest is clear. But usually sacrifice rooms, the only time I entered the sacrifice room was to unlock a specific character which required me to enter it. The one I entered the most are curse rooms, which are the one above me, which I'm going to enter right now. Now curse rooms cost half a heart to enter and exit, and they're kind of overpowered because you can find an item, a chest, or you can find just enemies. But usually finding only enemies is not rare, but it's difficult to find only enemies in that room. Now this enemy right here that you saw was red unlike the others. It's called the champion. And champion mobs or champion enemies have more HP and deal more damage than normal enemies. But the upside to them is that different colors do different stuff. For example, the Grey Champion gives you a key upon killing the champion. A Red Champion, a light red champion, gives you a heart. But a dark red champion has the chance to respawn and okay. Now this is a good item. Usually when I find a good item, I scream, but I paused the game and I said okay twice just to calm myself down because this is a very good item. As you can see, what this does is it just gives me 4 tears per shot, but it decreases my tear rate. Now, all the stuff I'm saying, you can see on the left, the stat line, the stat HUD. Basically, it just tells you the stats of your character in this current run. 3.50 is base damage and 2.73 is the base tear rate. Now my tear rate has went down to 1.15, which is bad. It's slow. It's gonna shoot tears very slowly. But the upside to shooting tears slowly is that it shoots 4 tears per input, which is obviously great DPS wise. Now, unlikely I'm not gonna be able to show you here. But as you can see on the left, where you just saw minus 1%, that's the devil deal or the angel deal. Obviously you can tell which one is which, because the devil deal is the one with the devil and the angel deal is the one with the cross. Now, devil deals are rooms, extra rooms you will be able to access based on a percentage and whether or not you take red heart damage. Now, as you can see, perfect timing. That is a black heart. Now there are 3 types, actually 4. There are 4 types of hearts in this game. There are red hearts, which are your normal HP bar, which you can increase or decrease only through items. There are the soul hearts, which are blue hearts. There are black hearts, which the name, and you just saw one before, which are black. And there are bone hearts, which is basically a container, let's say, for red heart. Now, the red hearts are the most valuable ones. Why? Because red hearts, if you take damage on a red heart, if you take red heart damage, when on a floor different from the first ever floor of the run, your chance at getting a deal is going to decrease. So what you want to do generally is gain enough. Okay, this is insane because I just got a crazy floor. As I was saying, soul hearts, which are blue, black hearts, are the hearts you want to have on top of red hearts, because those, even if you take damage and you reduce those hearts, your deal chance is not going to change. You're just going to keep the same deal chance until you take red heart damage. Now there it is, there's the soul heart. Now my 100% devil chance is secured for another 2 hits. And now let me tell you why this is going to be a crazy floor. Because I just found a dice shard. Dice shard is a usable item, a usable pickup, which allows me to reroll a pedestal item. And so that's great. Only one time, but that's great. Then I found in the shop the active item called Diplopia, which is going to duplicate any pedestal or pickup items there are in the room. And so obviously I'm working my way to 15 cents in order to buy Diplopia and duplicate however items I have in the devil room and then reroll them with my dice shard. Now Diplopia allows you to, okay, I'm 1 cent away. Diplopia, okay, perfect, I have it. Diplopia, whenever you enter a devil deal, you have to pay hearts, okay, to get the item. But with Diplopia, duplicating the item is going to give you the item for free. Obviously, I am going for maximum efficiency here, so I'm going to reroll all the items, which is great. It's going to be great. You're going to be seeing how this game can be rigged in different ways. Just let me lock in, destroy this boss, and show you the rigging method. There we go, we got the boss and the Devil Room item spawned. Now let me go in. Let's see. Ooh, good items. Good items. This is sure good. But let me Diplopia, get both of them, and Dice Shard. Okay, these are good. I'm going to pick them up because these are very good. And great. So we managed to get 4 items out of a deal. Usually you can only get up to 2, and you have to pay like hearts for it, but I paid only 2 hearts and I got 4 items. So I was away from the computer, but I'm probably going to show you the clip anyways. At the start of the run, what happened is this kind of sacrificial dagger hit me and removed all my red hearts. But in exchange, it gave me damage and tear rate. It's good if you know how to dodge and play the game well, but I would say do not pick that item unless you are 100% sure you can survive on 1 HP. For the first ever run of your file, you are going to be stuck with defeating Mom, and there's no going away from that. And Mom, the first ever fight you have against Mom, as soon as you kill her, there's going to be an unskippable cutscene, like the end game cutscene, which you cannot prevent. It's just gonna happen. You can't do anything about it. It kind of sucks because it lives away space, but you know, you can just start up another run and play the game all the way above, like over Mom. So I picked up a quality 0, which actually turns out to be good, and I actually like that item, which is called Bog's Brain. Now, usually when you start up a run on Isaac, you kind of decide where to go. Okay, you kind of decide what to do for the run. You decide where to go. You just don't start a run and whatever happens, you just do. Normally people decide where to go and which unlock to take before even starting up the run, before even firing up the run with a set character. And I think that's kind of good to do. You just start doing that as soon as you boot up the game, because then you don't have the bad habit of just starting up a run, restarting and restarting and restarting until you find an item, a starting item you would like to start a game with. Just set yourself a goal at the start of the run and you follow through with it. What I just went into, that you guys might not know what it is a crawl space. It can appear under obstacles, and it's not gonna always appear. But you know, it's going to be hard to find it. Sometimes it's worth it because you're gonna find a black market. Black market lets you go to the next floor without killing the boss or without having to go for the boss, and gives you 1 item out of 5 at the cost of 1 or 2 hearts. Basically a devil deal, but it doesn't interact or interfere with your deal chances. So it's just a good thing. Obviously, whenever you get it, you're just gonna be insanely happy and scream like I do most of the time. Now, probably most of you that have just installed the game and have seen videos from Lazy Madman, which is basically the most popular YouTuber there is of this game. You've always seen Lazy Madman play this game and see him find a specific item and start going insane. And also Poltergeist does it too, but it does it way more often than Lazy Madman. Why they scream, you don't understand when you first start the game, but the reason they scream is because they have just found an insane item for their build, or an insane item in general, and so they just scream out of basically the majority of the reason they scream, or they just do it for content. For example, I hate to say this, but he screamed for basically everything, and I think he's just doing it for clicks. But no hate, the guy's insane, gets very good runs, and it's just fun in general. And that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to start this channel with this video, explaining to you this game in the remote hopeness to one day grow as a content creator for Isaac, be popular like Lazy Madman, or be funny like Poltergeist and all these guys, you know. Crazy good. What just happened? Why did I get so much pickups? That's because that champion with the crown on top of him, if you're gonna kill him instantly, he's gonna affect every single monster on the room, and you're going to be getting rewards when you clear the room, and more rewards, because every single monster that you're gonna kill is going to give you a reward. Proptosis! Insane. You're probably questioning yourself right now, saying, how the fuck did you know that was Proptosis? Yeah, you just know the items at some point. And there you go, mom fight. We've reached the end of the run. Now the mom fight, whenever you enter it, you won't be able to get out of the fight. Even if you kill the boss, you won't be able to get out of this room. And as you just saw, as soon as Mother died, it gets to this cutscene. You cannot skip this on your first ever run. But now that you've done it, you can obviously turn on mods. I'm gonna leave you a list of all the mods I use and the quality of life mods that I have for you to play this game. But once you do the first ever run of your game, you are going to be able to play with mods. Now, this is gonna be your screen when you first start. Nothing, no unlocks, no win streak, and you can see here how you unlock characters, okay? You unlock Magdalene by having 7 red heart containers on the same run. You unlock Cain by having 55 pennies in one run. But yeah, this is it for the first ever video. I hope I was clear about stuff and you could actually understand what I said, how you play the game and the different stuff about this game. And yeah, hope to see you guys the next time, hopefully the next video, and hopefully this video does well so you can learn more from the game from me, like from Lazy Madman or Poltergeist. See you guys.